Digital. Newfold Digital owns HostGator. And I'm making this vlog to introduce the gravity of what happened to me. I was working on one of my sites. I have several sites within a server that I pay HostGator rent money. I'm wondering if I should just do enterprise, but that's another story right now. Done this. I've been with HostGator. Look, I've been with HostGator since 2010. And by and large, it's been fine. Okay. But over the last 3 years, and I was warned about this by a fellow named John Elm, but it's 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 gotten much better than it was at first 3 years ago. Um, you would say, well, gee, why not just switch? I believe that when you make a deal with an organization, that the organization is supposed to keep to their end of the bargain, just like you're supposed to keep to your end of the bargain. Your end of the bargain is paying. Your end of the bargain is more than paying. It's also letting them know how they're doing both good, the bad, and the ugly. This is ugly. The PHP-FPM, I'm going to just basically say this in a way that anybody can understand it. It basically governs how your websites communicate with your server. That's a very simplistic, uh, kind of street level way of putting what goes on. But the bottom line is when you're excited about, oh boy, PHP 8.5 is coming because it is, that means you're excited because it means that your server and your website are going to be able to communicate at a level that guarantees super high performance, super great security, and a super great experience for those using our websites like zenreport.com. But what if PHP FPM were just turned off? Well, when that happens in my system, I get a warning and it says, hey, you know what? You've just been deprecated to a level of PHP that isn't even allowed anymore. They call it deprecated. And I saw that and I went, wow. So I immediately had to fix it, Michael. And when I saw this, I went into a rage. I have to be honest, because that's not supposed to happen. And HostGator is supposed to be watching out for me, but it signals that somebody at HostGator went into my server and flipped a switch. This isn't something that happens because somebody broke in, right? This happened because somebody there in one of their call centers service areas, flipped the switch. That's what they did. So I immediately flipped the switch back on. And then I wrote an email that was deliberately designed to be responded to. And I sent a copy of it to Ed J, who's the president of Newfold Digital, as well as putting it out to the standard, what they call them, admins, administrators, saying, hey, you know what? This happened. I'm not happy this happened. And this blanking thing, I said fucking thing, should not have happened. And that's the first time I have ever, no, actually, the second time in all the time I'm with a HostGator from 2010 till now. This is 2025, okay? I have always worked to give HostGator praise. When Drake and others came to my rescue when I had a problem, I made a video thanking them. I really have worked hard, but there's some people at HostGator now who act like they have issues with me. I'm thinking, okay, what? Because I asked for service? I'm running a news organization. That means people read my platforms. That means I want my platforms to work. So when a person at HostGator takes on responsibility via our contract of making sure my server is in operating condition, because I'm paying them to do that, I expect that to happen. I don't expect surprises like me getting a note saying, "Hey, your PHP-FPM isn't working." Ah. All right, I went in. It was turned off for all of my sites. I have never seen that before, folks, ever. So Michael L writes me this note and says, "Well, okay, can you take a screenshot?" Michael, it was too late for that. This is the kind of thing you respond to right now. I'm not going to take a screenshot and wait for you to do something. I had to act on it now. All right, now. My point is, this should not have happened. I've had instances in the recent past this year where you had admins who would go into my site, they would put files there. I didn't know how they got there. I would spot them and have to remove them. And this year, 2025, has seen the greatest number of these incidents occur. And I'm saying, stop it. I don't care that you don't like that I'm black. What else could it be? All right. Whatever the reason, I'm supposed to be a guest in your house. I don't like the term customer. I want you to treat me as a guest in your house with a dedicated server. I'm a dedicated guest in your house. Okay. And I'm in the news business. I'm not in the business of what your other clients do. If you purport to be a WordPress organization that handles WordPress, that means you're handling publishers. I'm a publisher. That's what I do. And I expect that your admins will understand that and not treat my sites as if they're something else other than what they are. But I get that. I will say the good news is that more often than not, of late, I've gotten admins who really know what they're doing. I've given fives. So I give these ratings like, you know, how would you rate? Were they courteous? Yes, five. Did they solve your problem the first time? Yes, they did. I have had a high number of those this year. Not what I say is the highest I've ever been with HostGator. No, but close, close. But I insist on loyalty. I don't care the reasons it can't be. It has to be. I have to be loyal to you. I have to be able to trust you. I have to be able to know that this is going to work. That what you're presenting to me works. And I'd rather deal with a human being than a machine. Do I think such relationships are possible with the machines in the future? Yeah, I do. But the machine has to be tempered and designed essentially like a human. So there you go. Talking to a human again. All right. That's beside the point. You have to take care of the people who choose to do business with you. It's not that they can walk someplace else. You shouldn't have that attitude where you can go someplace else. No, you should have the attitude you want me to stick. All right. You want me to say good things about you. I want you to think good things about me. All right. I want to know that you're taking care of me. I want to know that I can trust that these things don't happen. The only way for me to make sure this hits home with you is to make this vlog. All right? To make this vlog. Because you would say, okay, someone would say, well, Zenny, because HostGator has a bad rap with some folks. But why am I with HostGator? Because for all of the stuff that's happened, HostGator does one thing: respond rapidly. Respond rapidly, not leave me hanging. Okay? There's been that problem in the past too. But modern HostGator has not left me hanging. I don't like being left hanging at all. No one does. So again, I don't care what a person's issues are with me, being this or anything else. Get over it. It's the modern age. You've got all different types of breeds of people, and there are different breeds of people. Get used to the term. One human race. There's no such thing as these different races. There's one, and different breeds of people. That's the way it is. It's the way it really is. Because then you can, if you think about it that way, then you can embrace how one breed of folk make certain type of food that you might like Chinese food, right? Or Japanese food, right? Or you get the idea. I'm getting hungry for dim sum. Um, don't do that again. All right. I'm just asking you guys, just please don't do that again. If you're going to make some change to my site, let me know what it is. If you have some issue with me, let me know what that is. Be real about it, as we say. Be real about it. Okay? Because nobody should go through a situation where they feel like they can't trust their server host. I've been with HostGator since 2010, 2000, from 2010, 2020, 2020 to 2025. It's 15 years. I've been with you guys 15 years. It means that the reason I've been here is because I like it here. I I feel like I know who you are. I know where you're located. I can deal with ups and downs, all that fine. But this is the first time I made a video where I'm saying I'm asking you to work to just take care of me. That's all I'm asking because I will make sure to take care of you. I'll make sure that you're promoted in my system. I make sure you're praised. All right. I've done that before. I'll do it again. If you don't value it, I don't care. You've got to value it because somebody's going to see this thing. And all it takes is one. And if you hit the right mark at the right time, sometimes you can go either for you or against you. And you can't take that risk. No organization can in any walk of life, especially when you're dealing with somebody who makes the news. That's what I do. All right. So, Michael, I'm begging you guys to not allow that sort of thing to happen again. That's scary stuff. All right. So, no, I didn't make a screenshot of it. I was too busy responding to it. And I did rapidly. The one thing I can say is that I've learned a lot about how to run my server on my own just because of these interactions over the years. They've been quite valuable. So, folks, do business with HostGator. Yeah, I said it. Do business with HostGator. Because after this, especially, they will definitely watch your back. All right. Subscribe to Zinny62 on YouTube and bookmark zinnereport.com, powered by HostGator. We'll see you.